Sunlight, garlic, a stake through the heart. We all know the rules, but the best vampire films are the ones that dare to break them. From the suburban nightmare to the high society isolation, the vampire is the ultimate cinematic metaphor for the human condition. Today, we're moving past the capes and the coffins to look at the films that reinvented the genre for a new generation. Before we move on, hit the subscribe button, or be prepared for Count Dracula to visit you. Underworld. The film's plot centers on the Death Dealers, an elite squad of vampires tasked with hunting lichens to extinction. For centuries, the vampires believed they were winning this war, having supposedly killed the lichen leader, Lucian, ages ago. The story kicks off when Selene, a skilled death dealer, discovers the lichens are tracking a human named Michael Corvin. Underworld is the ultimate aesthetic action flick of the early 2000s, a moody, rain-soaked blend of gothic horror and Matrix-style gunplay. It successfully trades the sparkles and capes of traditional lore for industrial leather and silver bullets. It is more than just vampires with guns. It's a solid dark fantasy thriller that prioritizes world building and character motivation over mindless gore. Nosferatu. It is less of a traditional horror remake and more of a gothic fever dream. Robert Eggers infuses the story with a raw, tactile dread that feels both ancient and uncomfortably modern. Unlike previous versions that focus heavily on the vampire's journey, Robert Eggers centers the narrative on Ellen Hutter. Bill Skarsgård's Count Orlok is a radical departure from the sexy vampires of modern cinema. He is a rotting bag of meat, a skeletal, repulsive manifestation of death. The cinematography uses a near-monochrome palette, occasionally interrupted by vivid, blood-soaked crimsons. The lighting mimics 19th century paintings, creating a world that feels genuinely candlelit and claustrophobic. Nosferatu is a slow burn haunting that explores themes of repressed desire, agency, and the unadulterated evil that lurks in the shadows of polite society. Twilight. The story follows Bella Swan, a self-proclaimed average teenager who moves from sunny Arizona to the perpetually overcast town of Forks, Washington. The plot kicks into gear when Bella encounters the Cullens, a group of unnervingly beautiful, pale siblings who keep to themselves. The central tension of the first act is Bella's obsession with Edward Cullen. The story takes a sharp turn from a standard high school drama into a supernatural mystery as Bella pieces together Edward's secret. The meat of the story lies in the vegetarian vampire philosophy. The Cullens choose to hunt animals instead of humans. But Edward's attraction to Bella is complicated by the fact that her scent is uniquely irresistible to him. This creates a unique narrative tension. The protagonist's greatest protector is also her greatest threat. The movie is not just about vampires. It's about the terrifying, all-consuming feeling of being 17 and falling in love for the first time. Hotel Transylvania. The film flips the script on monster lore. Humans are the real monsters, and Count Dracula has built a massive, hidden resort to protect his daughter, Mavis, and his undead friends from the torch and pitchfork crowd. The conflict arrives when a clueless backpacker human named Johnny stumbles into the lobby. Dracula's frantic attempts to hide Johnny by dressing him up as the Stein's cousin drive the film's frenetic physical comedy. Unlike the photoreal trend of many 3D films, Tartakovsky pushed for its squash and stretched style. The characters move like 2D cartoons in a 3D space, fast, exaggerated, and incredibly expressive. This was arguably the start of wholesome dad Adam Sandler. His Dracula isn't a predator. He's a helicopter parent struggling with the fact that his 118-year-old daughter is growing up. His manic energy ground the movie in a way that feels surprisingly relatable to parents. Abigail. Released in 2024, it is a high-octane, blood-soaked horror comedy that asks the question, what happens when a group of professional kidnappers accidentally abducts a centuries-old vampire? The story kicks off with a motley crew of criminals hired to kidnap a 12-year-old ballerina named Abigail, the daughter of a legendary New York crime boss. Their task is simple: hole up in a secluded, Gothic mansion for 24 hours until the $50 million ransom is paid. The twist is that Abigail isn't a helpless victim. She is a predatory vampire who treats the mansion like her personal playground and the kidnappers like her snacks. As the doors lock and the sun goes down, the hunters quickly become the hunted. If you like exploding body levels of blood, this is for you. The film leans into signature-style buckets of viscera and creative kills. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. See you again with more recommendations.